So now on to question 10, and we've got to solve a pair of simultaneous equations. As you can see, there's a different number of y's, so I'm going to multiply the top equation by 2, so this becomes 6x plus 4y equals 30. I'm going to call that one A and that one B. There's minus 4y's there and plus 4y's there, so if I add them together the y's disappear. So I'm going to add A and B, A plus B. So 10x plus 6x is 16x equals 32. Oh, x equals 2, that's nice. So I just divided by 16. Now to get y, I'm going to substitute back into one of the equations. I'm going to do the original one, this one. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2y equals 15. So 2y equals, take away 6 from both sides, 9. So y equals 4.5, and there's my answers. 2 and 4.5. You might want to check, see if it works. So x is 220. Minus 1 and that 18, yeah, 2, that works. Okay. So speed 1, so we're going to change kilometers per hour into meters per second. So we've got 72 kilometers per hour. Okay, now if I change that into meters, that's going to be 72,000, because I multiplied by 1,000 per hour. Okay, but then I want to change it into seconds, so I'm going to divide by 60 to turn it into minutes, and then divide by another 60 to turn it into seconds. So 72,000 divided by 60, and then divided by another 60, and that equals 20. So equals 20 meters per second. Okay, turn it over again. We got a percentage problem. Okay, so blah blah blah. So in the first 6 months, okay, so we've got to work out the total number of cars made in 2016. So we got 6 times 25, add 6 times 45, and doing that on the calculator, you get 420 cars. Okay, so made 420 cars in 2017, percentage increase then. If you did 420 divided by 350 on your calculator, you get 1.2. So therefore I can see that there was the 0.2 means 20% increase, because 0.2 is 20% as a decimal. The other way of doing it, of course, is doing 420 take away 350 over 350, which is 70 over 350, and you get the same answer, 0.2, which is 20%. Okay, second one. The company's income in 2017 was $500,000 more than the company's income in 2006, so that's the pure increase. Company's income in 2000 is 8% more than the company. Okay, so work out the company's income in 2016. So that's the thing we don't know. So this is a reverse percentage problem. So but we do know 8%, so that's 0.08, times the income in 2016 equals 500,000. Okay, so if I no, so the income in 2016 is just dividing those two numbers, divided by 0.08, and you get 6,250,000. Nice. To number 13. Okay, so practical problem. So Edna spends all her income on rent. Okay, so okay, so the first thing to do is work out what fraction she spends on her living expenses. So I'm going to do 1, take away 1/3, add 1/5, and that tells me, now you can do that on your calculator, no point in making an arithmetic mistake. Okay, and I get 7/15. Okay, so I know 7/15 of her total income equals $420. So this is like the problem we just did, so it's a reverse one. So 7/15 times her total income equals $420. So therefore her income equals 420 divided by 7 over 15. And again, do that on your calculator, don't make a silly mistake. And that equals 900. Okay, turn over. Oh, a nice page of algebra. So what we're going to do here, so remember you cube everything in the brackets, so starting with the 2 cubed is 8, e to the 2 to cubed it becomes e to the 6, f cubed times cubed, is 3 times 3, so it's f to the 9. Oh, nice easy 2 marks there. Expand, okay, so 3x times x is 3x squared. Okay, then I'm going to do 3x times 3y, so that's plus 9xy. And now I'm going to do the minus 4. Minus 4 times is minus 4yx. And then lastly, minus 12y squared. Now you need to simplify it. The only terms you can collect up are those. So it's 3x squared plus 9 minus 4, so it's plus 5xy minus 12y squared. Right, okay, so we've got an indice problem. Right, remember square root of something is simply a to the half times a, which is a to the 1, over a to the minus 2. So a half plus 1 is 1 and a half. I'm going to write it like that, which is exactly the same. And also, now when you divide something with which has got the same base and indices, you subtract them. So that's a to the power 1 and a half minus 2. So remember that makes a plus. So it's a to the 7 over 2, or some of you might prefer to write 2.5, same thing. 7 over 2 is, no, 7 over 2 is 3.5, me being stupid. Okay. Next one. Oh, this is tricky. Right, now, key to this is that this is a difference of 2 squares. So this is 2n to the minus 1 over, I can write 4 as 2 to the 2n minus 1, which becomes 2n to the minus 1 over 2n to the minus 1, 2n to the plus 1. Delete those two, so it's just 1 over 2 to the n plus 1. I doubt whether many students will get that, to be honest. It's quite a difficult problem. 15 then. All probability tree diagrams. I think these are pretty good normally. So what we got? Bag x, bag y, so there's 20 characters in bag, so we got them, so obviously that's 9 over 20. Now there's 16 in y, 9 are blue, the rest are red. Okay, so we got 9 out of 16, so that's obviously 7 out of 16. Oh, I'm always in demand, my phone going off again. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, so 3 marks for that's pretty easy. So presumably going to use it now. Work out the probability that the 2 counters are both red. So looking for red and red. So red and red is down here. Remember, you multiply along the arms. So this one's going to be 9 out of 20 times 7 out of 16, which is 63 over 320. Marvellous. Right, what's the next one? Work out the probability that 2 counters are both red or are both blue. Well, we've done the both red thing, so probability that we got blue and blue is obviously, again from the diagram, along that arm. 11 over 20 times 9, 16 is 99 over 320. So now I'm going to add these two probabilities together because it's this one or this one. Sorry, that's equals. So probability red and red, or probability blue and blue is simply or means add, and means times generally. So 320 99 over 320 equals 162 over 320. On to question 16. 4 times 4. So, circle problem. Right, obviously you need to know the circle theorems to be able to do these. Although, the first bit's a proofy type thing, show something, and then the second one is simply solving a quadratic. And you can solve the quadratic either using the quadratic formula or completing the square. Doesn't look like it factorises, so I won't even bother doing that. Now, this circle rule is simply this distance times this distance is always equal to this distance times this distance. Okay, I don't even know what it's called. That's all I remember. So 12 times, now this distance here is 12 plus x equals x again times, in this case, x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply all that out. 12 times 12, 144 plus 12x equals x squared plus 4x, rearranging x squared minus 8x minus 144 equals 0. And you can see I've earned myself 3 marks. Great. Okay, so we're going to solve this. I'm going to complete the square on this one. Because I just think it lends itself to, but you could easily use the quadratic formula with a is 1, b is minus 8, c is minus 144. But as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete that square. So this has got an extra 16 I don't want, so minus 16 minus 144 equals 0. So rearranging that. So that's in total, that's 160 minus 160, so I'm going to put that on the other side. So 4 plus or minus square root of 160. Okay. Now obviously you can have a minus length, so in this case the only solution is 4 plus root 160, which is 16.6 centimeters. Did that on my calculator. So length AC is x plus 4, so AC equals 4 plus x equals 20.6 centimeters. First tricky one, I think. Right, I'm going to pause again.